Welcome back to Heartland Family Adventures. Today we're sharing a dining review of Jaleo by José Andrés, located in Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida. Jaleo is open for both lunch and dinner, and here they specialize in authentic Spanish tapas, paella, and they also have a wonderful variety of sangria and Spanish cheeses and wine. Spanish tapas are also known as small plates that are designed to be shared with your family and loved ones as a family-style dining experience. The inside of this restaurant also has a very warm and inviting atmosphere with bold colors and beautiful accents. During my visit, I tried out the Jaleo Experience, which includes a tasting of classic and traditional tapas, as well as some of their most popular favorites. I also wanted to sample some of the wines to pair with the tapas, so I added on the Spanish sips to enjoy specially selected Spanish wines to pair with each course of the tapas menu. If you're new to our channel, thanks for joining us today. If you like what you see, we welcome you to come and visit our channel for more dining reviews like this around Disney World. We hope you enjoy. The dinner menu at Jaleo has a wonderful variety of offerings, including the chef's tasting menu, and tapas including appetizers, cured meats, cheeses, vegetables, soups and salads, fried tapas, sandwiches, things served José's way, seafood, meats, and large plates for sharing. They also have a kids menu with a variety of options for picky or more adventurous eaters. Non-alcoholic beverages include Coke products, Mexican Coke or Sprite, iced tea or still or sparkling water. They also have a nice menu of cocktails, beer, and an extensive wine list to purchase by the glass or by the bottle. Was voted best in Orlando by Orlando Magazine. Very cool. Got a variety of options here. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to try this out. This has been on my list for a while now, and I'm finally doing it. First course of the chef's tasting menu. I'll show you all of the descriptions about each of the items so you know exactly what we have here. Let's start with the olive tasting. It has a burst of flavor, then go over to the two different cones, and then I'm going to end with the bread with the cheese and the ham. And I also have two wine pairings that pair perfectly with this first course to drink alongside. So here we go with the first tasting. So we have the olive, and they said just to put this on the top of your tongue and then up to the top of your mouth, and you get a burst of flavor of olive. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, just like it popped, and it literally popped. Like it's like a little bubble, and then it burst of flavor. A wonderful flavor of olive. Okay. So I'm gonna try that, follow that with some of the sherry. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely and light and acidic. Oh, that's a really nice pairing to go along with the olive. Like that a lot. So always the funny thing with sherries, they smell so sweet, but this one is just very, very bright citrus acid, just wonderfully light to go along with all of these kind of first course appetizers. So I'm gonna go with the salmon cone. So they said to try this in one bite. So I'm gonna try to go for it. It's beautiful. So here we go. Cheers. So it's a salmon tartare, wonderfully like salty and oh my goodness, you get a pop of flavor, really like nice salty herb forward. Oh, that's a good bite. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. Follow that with some sherry. So if you do the chef's tasting menu, and then you also do the wine pairings that go with it, they're supposed to be paired perfectly with each of the items. And so then you can kind of enjoy it as you go along because they complement each other very nicely. And so they recommended to enjoy the sherry with the olive, right? And then the cone. Cone number 2. This is the sweet cone. So that has flavors of guava in it. So we're gonna try this out and see how it tastes. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that cone was lovely, amazing. Had this wonderful like manchego cheese inside, so creamy and salty, and that wonderful earthiness of the cheese. That was a delicious bite. I liked that one a little bit better than the salmon, but the salmon was good. It was just very salty. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for that, but it was still very good. But the second one was delicious. Paired with the sherry, that went very nicely to kind of wash down the creaminess of the cheese. That acid works really good. So moving over to the second wine. So this one he said is a very strong wine. So it's aged, but it does smell very oaky. And they said that some people actually think that it has like whiskey in it because it tastes so strong. So let's try a sip and see. Oh, that is interesting. I've never had a wine like this. It has a little bit of bubbly to it, and it tastes like it could have some, like an aged, like barrel aged whiskey infused into the wine. My husband Dave would love that. He would be all about that wine. It tastes like whiskey barrel aged, like kind of a nice smokiness to it. It's nice. So I think that will go really nicely with the last of the appetizers, which is my little croquette. So this has got it's got bread, it's got a layer of tomato in here as well, and this wonderful cheese, and then it's got this aged ham, and it smells really good. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. The tomato paste is on there, really ripe tomato. The cheese gives it nice earthiness, and the ham is so so flavorful, so much flavor. And a perfect crunch to that bread. Gives it almost has like a char to it. It's been toasted, it feels like it's been toasted on the fire. Oh, a wonderful crispness to it. You almost taste like the smokiness of the char. That's delicious. Paired with this wine, I can see why that was a good pairing to go together, because it's kind of like the smokiness, the earthiness, the saltiness of the ham, and then that crusty bread. That's amazing. That's my favorite so far. My second course has arrived. So they brought out similar to a Chardonnay with notes of pear, and I think that'll be really nice to pair with the salad course, basically. So this is a nice salad. So we have an apple on top. I'll share with you all of the ingredients here. This is the Gazpacho. And then we have a nice bite-sized salad here. So these are to be eaten in 2 bites. So a nice kind of small salad bite there. I am so excited to try these. So this one has nice cheese inside, as well as some slivers almonds, and looks like chives on top. So in a little boat. So try this. Try a bite. richness of the cheese paired with the fruit and the crunch of the almonds. That was a really good bite. Highly recommend this one if you're looking for a good fresh kind of salad tapas to add to your meal. Oh, this is good. I'm moving on next to the Gazpacho. Try this out. It's got so I wish I could have shown a video to you guys of when she poured this together. So it had all of the ingredients in the bowl, and then she poured the sauce over the top. So let's try it. It's really flavorful. It's a chilled soup. It's got it reminds me of like a beet sauce, but it's got pistachios in here too, which have a really nice sweetness, kind of earthiness that it's giving. Every bite is a different experience. There's so many flavors going on inside. That's really good. Get the little nuggets of the beets. Get the nuggets of the pistachio that are sweet. Oh, that's delicious. It's something I probably would have never tried or thought to order on my own. That's really nice when you go to do the chef's tastings. It kind of makes you kind of branch out of your comfort zone, try different things that maybe you wouldn't think to order otherwise, and really find some good things that way too. All right, next moving on to the salads. Right, so I have a big spoon here. Just gonna kind of scoop it up and try to get a bite here. It's one that's hard to eat, lady, like. The little nuggets of cheese in here too. Well, it's very fresh. I have to get some more. There's nuts, there's fruit, I feel like there's apples in here, fresh herbs. It's so fresh. Like it just like completely cleanses your palate. So you've got the freshness of the fruit, and they've got little cubes of like little herbs in here too. Oh my goodness, it's just really refreshing almost. So really nice. And I like the nuts in here too, and the little cubes of cheese. Oh, that's a lovely salad. Trying the wine that goes with my course. So this one is similar to a Chardonnay. Definitely a fruit forward. Definitely get like citrus notes of pear. Kind of more like pear and honey kind of flavors. Goes really nicely with the salads, with the kind of balance out the richness of the cheese and the freshness of the different fruits and different things in each of the courses. And this wine pairs so good together with it. So you get that. I definitely taste the notes of pear and kind of the sweetness, kind of the honey notes. That's a really nice wine. I would just drink this one just on a nice afternoon. So enjoy that wine a lot. I think that's my favorite one so far. I think out of the three courses from the salad course, I think I loved the little boat. I'm gonna call it the little boat that had the cheese and the slivered almonds and the fruit. That was wonderful. Moved on to the fried, everything fried for entree. So these are the chicken croquettes on this like beautiful plate that looks like a pillow. So these are one of the most popular items on the menu. We have a roasted pepper, and we have yuca, little bites of yuca with a couple different kinds of sauces. So this one has like a little bit of heat to it in the sauce. So we'll take a bite and see. Wine. This is kind of like similar to a rosé, like sweeter to kind of go with our fried. This is maybe the fried course. I know these items look really delicious and tasty. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So this is the most popular items on the menu. So the chicken croquettes. So this was definitely recommended to me by so many people. They said you have to try the chicken croquettes. So I was so glad that this was on the chef's tasting menu because it is one of the most popular items on their menu. So I cannot wait to try it. So here we go. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Somehow I wasn't expecting that. It's really creamy on the inside. You can see wonderful deliciousness. Creamy on the inside and toasted and crunchy on the outside. Oh my goodness. That's a game changer. There's no wonder that that's one of the most popular items. That's still absolutely delicious. Oh, so good. This is this roasted pepper dish. But I just had to show you, it's got this wonderful, amazing, like cheese inside. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Bite. Woo. There is so much flavor in there. Oh my goodness. Imagine roasted red pepper filled with this amazing, creamy, rich cheese. And then the silky, silky smooth. On like a roasted red pepper sauce. Oh, that is also a delicious bite. This round is giving everything a run for its money. Really, really good so far. So we have the wine to go with kind of this round. But also really, really delicious. It's not overly sweet, a little bit sweet, but definitely gives you a freshness, a nice rosé to kind of go along with these. It really kind of cuts through the richness and of the fried and the creamy. At least of the dishes that we've had so far, it's a nice balance to these kind of richer dishes. Last we have the little yuca bites. So there's two different sauces that it comes with. So I'm going to try the creamier sauce first. I've tried yuca fries before. I like them. So see how this compares. Oh, I like that white sauce. Very fresh. A little bit of citrus. And then the red sauce he said had some heat to it. Try that. Red sauce. Ooh. That one's got like a roasted, kind of like the roasted charred flavor, almost like a smoky flavor to it. Not too much heat. Little bit of heat, not a lot. That one's really nice. I'm gonna combine the two together. The white almost reminds me of a really delicious aioli, and that roasted red pepper sauce. And then the yuca are really nice and crisp on the outside, but really soft and sweet on the inside. Oh, that's really good too. This is a tough one. Out of the three, I think my favorite is still the chicken croquettes, but the other two are really amazing as well. I enjoyed all of them. These little chicken croquettes are absolutely amazing. There's only two of them, but two is all you need. They're absolutely just, chef's kiss. So next up we have this is our fourth course. So we have a grilled onion. And this has blue cheese and pine nuts and a pine nut paste. And then we have a shrimp with baguettes and this wonderful, oh my goodness, this looks really good too. So many foods. Still working on my third course. Now I'm moving on to fourth. I think I have one more course after this and then dessert. So I think I can do it. Trying the fourth course. This one has a grilled onion. I'll show you what this looks like. Grilled really, really soft. This looks like a caramelized onion. And it has blue cheese and pine nuts on it. So try this out. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it almost tastes like a pickled onion. And that blue cheese is really, really nice richness, saltiness to it. And the little bit of crunch of the pine nuts. Ooh, that's rich. I'm gonna try another bite. And the onion isn't hot. It's like chilled almost a little bit. That's interesting. A lot of flavors going on in there. Really get the blue cheese cutting through. That blue cheese is really nice and rich and salty. But I love blue cheese, so I enjoy that. Not my favorite dish so far. There's been so many good dishes. It's nice. But wow, good, like packed with flavor. This is basically the entree course. We have shrimp, we had the onion, now we have the carne asada. Oh, this looks wonderful. This is my meat course. And then we'll be moving on to dessert next. And this course came with a red wine, of course, only appropriate to go with the carne asada. So I have red wine, so I will try these together and see how they taste. Now I'm on to the entree course. So this came with a really toasty, like a baguette, and this shrimp. Almost, it was like sitting in the shrimp juices. So we'll see how this is with that baguette and that shrimp broth. The shrimp looks really good. I've never had shrimp prepared this way actually. So I'm curious to try it out and see how it tastes. Right. So here's my little shrimp. Not little shrimp, he's a big shrimp. See how that tastes. Wonderful flavor. And try this with the baguette. It's been swimming in all the shrimp sauce. So it's really, really, really crunchy. And the shrimp, that sauce softens it a little bit, but still retained its crunch. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so the shrimp dish has a little bit of heat to it. Very delicious, but definitely got some heat. Probably I wouldn't say like, not spicy, but it's got that heat in the back of your mouth. Probably the spiciest thing I've had so far on the menu today. So just keep in mind, I see some red chili peppers in here, so that's probably where that's coming from. I've never had shrimp prepared this way, so I'm actually really enjoying it. And that croquette, that little baguette is really good too. Try the red wine that goes with the kind of the meat course. Ooh, that's a nice, very robust red wine. I feel like I got a lot of tannins. Oh, but it's very, very nice. Yeah, a little bit of earthiness to it actually. A little bit of earthiness, maybe some like dry, I don't know. It's got a little bit of berry notes, more earthiness to it. Maybe like, plums. That's nice. I like that. I think that'll go really, really good with the carne asada. Here we go, carne asada. That's a really nice, looks like a roasted red pepper sauce in it. Let's see what that tastes like. Oh yeah. Oh, got a good amount of fat to it, but good flavor. I'd say that kind of get that char from the, I don't know if it's been grilled, seared. Get that nice, that nice caramelization of the fat on the carne asada. Really, really perfectly cooked. See, it's kind of pink in the middle, but with that roasted red pepper sauce, gives it a really nice, almost like a sweetness to go with the steak. It's really nice. I don't know. That's tough. There's been so many good dishes throughout this whole tasting experience. It's hard to pick a favorite. I think this is my favorite of the meats. Between this and the shrimp, I like the carne asada. But it's, oh my goodness, everything has been so flavorful, so different from what I'm typically maybe used to, what I would have might have ordered for myself. So I'm really, really enjoying this. So good. Yeah, that last bite of the carne asada definitely has been grilled. You get that char, roasted, crunchy, like fire. Like, oh, so good with the fat on there. Oh, it's just delicious. That's at the top of the list. So good. Our last course. This is the dessert course. This is a traditional flan served with cream, and then it also comes with, for the pairing, it comes with a sherry. So to go with the go with the traditional flan. So the flan is beautiful. It's not something that I have very often. I have had flan before. So see how it compares to what I've had in the past. I do really enjoy sherry as a nice kind of dessert wine to go with your meal. So see how that combines together. Everything has been paired so nicely together so far this evening. So I'm excited to try it out. All right, so let's try some of the flan. See how it tastes. Oh my goodness. So the flan that I've had in the past did not taste like this. This is so good. So creamy. It's very creamy and light. And it has a kind of a vanilla note to it. Almost a caramelized vanilla, but really, really light cream. Silky smooth. That's wonderful. Oh, the sherry has a really nice sweetness to it. It's like a vanilla, honey kind of a flavor is going on. It goes really, really nice with the flan. Oh, that's delicious pairing. Really, really enjoy the sherry. I really enjoy the flan. I wasn't sure what I was going to think of that, but it's so light, and it's honestly after so many courses, I don't think I'd have very much room for a very heavy dessert. I feel like you're gonna have to roll me out of here at this point. But this is so light. It's like, I know I don't have a lot of room left, but I really enjoy it because it's so light. It's like I want to eat all of this. This is really, really good. Just a silky texture. Really, really decadent flavor. Nice vanilla notes. It pairs perfectly with that cherry. It's wonderful. That's a wonderful dessert. So that's making me question everything. Like, I've never had flan that tasted like this before, but now I feel like I need some time alone with this flan. I'm gonna eat every single bite. It's that good, and I don't have the room for it. That tells you how good this flan is. Oh, so delicious. Okay, just gonna enjoy this little bites of heaven.